Okie doke. So, can you sit down right there? Can you sit? That would be okay. I'm going to sit too. Yeah, go ahead. That's where I'm sitting. Okay. Woof, it's a long way down, isn't it? This morning, we're getting ready to celebrate a day on our church calendar that is tomorrow. Does anybody know what tomorrow is on the church calendar? It's a special day. Its fancy name is Epiphany, but its less fancy day is the Day of the Three Kings. It is January 6th, and it is the 12th day after Christmas. So it's been 12 days since Christmas already. Doesn't seem like that, does it? Do you guys go back to school tomorrow? Yeah. Tomorrow. You already went back? Let's see. So Epiphany is about journeys and stars. If we lived in Latin America, I have a dear friend who is 99 years old, and she told me that when she was a little girl, on Christmas Day, and let's just be careful of that little shepherd right there with the sheep, good you. She said on Christmas Day, at her family, at the hearth, in the center of their home, they would set up a creche. And on Christmas Day, the baby Jesus would arrive in the creche. But something else happened on Christmas Day. The entire house was decorated with a batting, this stuff, all along the baseboards of the home. Every room had this all the way around the house. And in the very, very farthest corner of the house, the three kings and the camels would appear. Do you see where they are here? Where are the three kings and the camels that go with this? They're here somewhere. Look around. And Laura will help you cheat on this. There they are. Now they're not here yet because it's not Epiphany. It's not January 6th. They haven't gotten here yet. So that's why they're still over there and baby Jesus is over here. So the three kings traveled from a long way away, and in my friend's house in South America and all over Central America, those figures would have been put on Christmas Day at the farthest corner of the house. So if this were your house, where would they have been put, do you think? Yeah, I'd go for that back corner too. And also that has a little door so you can get even further outside, way away from the creche. And then every day after Christmas, when the kids got up, they'd go running to see where the camel and the three kings had gone to. And they'd have progressed a little bit further toward the creche every day until finally tomorrow, the camels and the three kings would be right here by baby Jesus, where they would have brought their presents of gold and frankincense and myrrh to honor him. And they honored him. They got there by following a star, right? The star was their guide. They didn't have a map. They just saw this glorious star and they took off and they followed it until they got to baby Jesus. It is the greatest story, isn't it? It's a cool story. I think God loves stars. And when I grew up at the beach, he has stars everywhere. That's called a sea biscuit. Do you see the star on it? They're everywhere down at the beach. And this guy is called a sand dollar. But look what's on him. A star. And this little guy, this is a special treasure. These are very hard to find. This little guy is called a sea cookie. Can you see the star on him? I think God likes stars. Do you have stars in your life? Yeah? Yeah? Sometimes they say, when you're trying to figure out what to do with your life, what the most important thing in your life is going to be, they say you're following a star, just like the wise men followed Jesus' star. So I'm hoping to follow my star to become a priest, like Reverend Laura. And I have a friend from high school who followed her star to follow the stars. She became an astronaut and got up even closer to the stars than the rest of us have ever been. Something to think about is, what star are you going to follow in your life? I don't know. This is your job, is to figure that out. Just like the wise men, they just knew to follow that star. So do you know, anybody heard the expression, nickel knowledge? Nickel knowledge is when you know about this much about something. And I've got a lot of nickel knowledge. It's good for playing Trivial Pursuit or crossword puzzles. Anyway, I gave you a nickel's knowledge on stars today. So here you go. Off to Children's Chapel. Thank you guys. You're incredibly good listeners. See, you got a star.